back to another video. It's me, Gxfrosty, and today we're going to be looking into some Cobblemon. Though, I guess this place really isn't a perfect place to start, especially considering we're going to have to do a lot of other things, which, though I will use this real quick. Which, now that that has been used, I think now we should move into a better place. But I think this is a far better place. Though I guess beforehand we probably should choose our starter. Which their starter selection is probably far better than anything I've ever seen on Pixelmon, that's for sure. And they do have a lot to choose from. Which they have all the way up to Generation 8. And since there is all the way up to Generation 8, we're going to be choosing the Pokemon starter I always go to now. It used to be Charizard, but not anymore. And there we go, we got the world of Cobblemon. And just a few things, just before we get started. I did want to point out that they do have a really cool menu system. When I checked out the Pokemons, you can actually just see everything in here. You can also swap moves apparently later, which is extremely great. You have their stats, you can see their oh damn, okay, these IVs are really great. You can see their IVs, EVs, their base stats, and the friendship apparently. And another thing I really like about it is this nice sweet animation when you throw them nice and out. And I believe they even have their own movement animations and everything, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Each and every Pokemon has their own animations, and I personally think it looks a lot better when you compare it to Pixelmon. But I guess before anything else, we should probably get into our first battle. Which their UI looks a lot more clean when it looks to Pixelmon, though I guess they are pretty similar. Yeah, this was an easy fight, you know, 10 to 13, look at that, Scorbunny's already level 11. And when you look at that, first thing we find already is an apricorn tree. Which, you're gonna need a lot of these, especially when you're trying to make Pokeballs, that's for sure. And with that, we continued on to some fighting. And now, after defeating some Ghastly, I just unlocked apparently Double Kick on my Scorbunny, so let's take a look at this real quick. So we got Tackle, and I mean, Quick Attack is just a better version of Tackle, so I'm just gonna give it a Tackle, and now we got Double Kick. And now we're just gonna continue on and just keep fighting a few more. Let's see if we can level up our Scorbunny and try evolving it. No, this is no good. I have no attack moves on Ghastly, and it's just gonna eventually destroy me. But I guess I always have this option. Which I guess now I've ran into a problem, and that is that Scorbunny has been knocked out, and they're kind of my only Pokemon that have an attack move. Ghastly over here unfortunately doesn't have anything yet. So I guess we're gonna have to start crafting a healing station. And fortunately enough, I did manage to get myself some raw iron to make it. Even though I did get some of these, because I did get lucky and find myself a building, which, hilariously enough, is right over there. Which if you do see these type of buildings out in the water, you do want to go for them. And after some time, I finally got myself the healing station, which I do want to check real quick. Oh wow, it actually is breakable. Alright, and time to use it. Oh. And after right-clicking long enough, it is finally time for me to heal them. Ah. Which now that means I can go ahead and battle you. He's still able to attack. Oh, damn. Oh. Yeah, look at that. After fighting long enough, Scorbunny is finally able to evolve. Now, let's see how this works. Yep. And there we go. Now we got ourselves a reboot. But man, when it comes to actually trying to craft Pokeballs, I actually think it's a little difficult. Besides the fact that you could just keep finding nice apricorn trees, which they do help you out a lot, the hard part is actually trying to find the apricorn trees themselves, but you can find them anywhere in any type of grass biome. They're just a little rare. Just a little bit. Man, when you look at that, after searching for a while for some apricorn trees, I did find one in this nice looking village. I didn't even notice a hand. When you look at that, I was just about to get into it, but if you right click apricorn trees, which is the thing I was saying about before, that apricorns are kind of hard to find, they're kind of hard to manage, but if you do get lucky while harvesting them, you can get a seed. And with a seed, you can just plant it yourself and just watch it grow. And then you can have your own apricorn farms as well if you want to bring it to your own place. Ooh, that was pretty nice. And okay, Diglett just completely demolished mine. I have no choice. I'm gonna lose this one, unfortunately. Yeah. This is horrible. My guess has no attack moves. Yep, level 20 Diglett is 1. Well, back to the healing machine. I'm sure you're gonna notice this, but I kind of just forgot to mention that this Pokemon mod compared to Pixelmon is apparently still in the works. And if you want to find actually other type of Pokemons that aren't added in the game yet, you gotta look into data packs and you have to download those and then add them in. Which, like, there's so many data packs you can look into that add some extra Pokemons like Curlia, Gardevoir, and stuff like that. And then you can also just add some extra mods like Cobblemon Extras, which add some interesting extra commands that allow you to do other things like view other Pokemons, view other people's Pokemons, and even trade with them. So that's also makes things a lot more interesting, which I would love to see an actual trade feature implemented in the future. Because I swear they evolved at level 34, or at least 32. Those are my two choices, but like, when does it evolve? Like 40? Okay, I highly doubt it's probably that much, but still. Which, while I was at it, I decided to craft myself a PC, since that was going to be really useful. But you might as well look at how the PC is going to look inside, which PC customizations yet, so you won't be able to customize it, but we could just throw them in here, which that's pretty neat. Alright, can I actually beat this? Level 36, and I'm far below. Oh boy. I'm a little scared that it's probably just gonna one-tap me. No, but it did do a lot of damage. But I think I'm capable of winning. Yep, yes I am. And there we go. Looks like 35 is this reboot's evolution. So that means now I can finally get it to Cinderace, which already looks pretty neat. I was surprised I already have full animations though, that's pretty nice. I don't need this. And also I did find these buildings, which I believe, I actually did find one before. Which I did find these before, and I'm quite sure they're supposed to be areas for gyms later, but since I don't have mob spawning on, or I guess because it's on peaceful they didn't spawn yet, I wonder how much fall damage I'm gonna take. Okay, good. Since it's on peaceful, I don't think they're gonna be spawning yet, which kind of sucks. But, I mean, the place does look pretty cool though. Now I gotta see if I can actually evolve the Ghastly and try getting him to his second evolution, Hunter. Which I do wonder if I'm going to be able to get him to Gengar instead. And this might end up taking me a bit. And just like that, Gas is able to evolve, but unfortunately he ended up fainting. So we're going to have to go back. And wow, I level 34 Ponyta. That is really high level. Alright, and time to see what Gas's evolution looks like in here. Hunter. He's a little bit down to the ground than I expected him to be. But he's now level 25 Hunter, and let's see what moves did he learn. Did he learn anything new? He learned Hex. This relentless attack does massive damage to targets affected by status conditions. And I literally have 3 status conditions. Okay, this Hunter might be a little better, actually. Well, I guess before we go in, we should probably capture our next helper. Next person onto the crew. I should really make Pokeballs. I'm actually down to my Great Ball and Ultra Ball already. Even after I crafted the other ones already, jeez. That should be a sure capture. Yep, sure capture. Alright, easy enough. And also, I guess I should probably point this out because it might help others in the future, but funny enough, you are able to break the healing machine for some reason and cause it to infinitely keep healing you if you have 3 of them next to each other. I don't know if that's intentional or on accident, but it does do that. And, well, makes my life 10 times easier when it comes to fighting Pokemons. That is such a small detail, but the sounds of the steps are actually on point on their walking animation. Wait, is it just luck? One more time. No, it really is. That's actually pretty good. You know, I kind of forgot to check, but okay. What? Wait, whoa. I know it's been a while since I've checked, but I didn't realize that they gained so many moves. Wait, counter? That's pretty neat, but I highly doubt that'll work if Cinderace is really fast. But what is this? But man, with the Pokemons having their own different abilities, you can actually see their types so much easier in this section. I just have to talk about this again, but seriously, in here you can just affect all the Pokemon stats a lot easier compared to Pixelmon and just have this amazing switch moves things and not having to go to a move relearner just to check everything out again, having all the stats including the IVs, which is such a hard thing to check. And you also have other held items to get. I didn't actually get it myself, but with just enough items, I am actually able to check it. So you are able to see all the different held items you're able to do and how to craft them, which is really useful. I do recommend getting just enough items if you want to see all their crafting recipes, because some of this stuff is really good to get, especially since they're really useful. Though with some of these, you're gonna have to figure out. You're gonna have to like search them if you want to figure out what their uses are for, especially with all the different ways of getting it. For example, leftovers aren't actually craftable. You actually get it from eating an apple. But because I'm on peaceful, I don't lose any hunger, which makes it impossible for me to actually lose hunger. So I can't actually show you how to get leftovers, even if I did have apples. And one of the biggest things, at least for me when it comes to Pokeballs, is looking at the apricorn section. The fact that you don't have to cook them into furnaces at all just to make the Pokeballs. And wow, okay, this is actually a really expensive Pokeball. What the heck is this? Echo Shards, Gold Ingots, and a Diamond? What about a Master Ball? Honestly, not that hard, except the fact that how am I going to get a Nether Star? Because on Peaceful, I can't really get a Nether Star unless I go try beating the Wither. Somewhere or another, they're probably going to add some legendary Pokemons, because unfortunately, there isn't many legendary Pokemons that they can't actually spawn naturally. So, to those who saw that Rayquaza in that thumbnail, unfortunately, he does not actually spawn. You have to forcefully spawn him yourself, but which does make me think that moves in the future might actually look pretty neat, considering the decoy itself has a design. So you might actually see some Pokemons use moves and actually spawn a decoy. The little substitute, by the way, because the move that you'd actually see is, especially for a Pokemon mod, I didn't know until 2 days ago. I just hope later we can see some other stuff as well, like some NPCs, maybe some gym battles. That would be really cool. But for work in progress, it's pretty solid. Gotta give it to them. I can see this becoming a 10 out of 10 and toppling Pixelmon. But I think with that, I'm going to be ending this video. I should probably move over to the big screen, so let's just go ahead and do that real quick, you know? But since I'm not really a great editor yet, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. But either way, I do have high hopes for Cobblemon, and I think in the future it can become a really, really great mod, because I know it's still in the works, and most of the stuff you still see in data packs, which I already did get myself. You can go into the Discord and actually find a lot of their data packs there, so I do recommend checking that out. And without further ado, hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Subscribe, leave a like, and don't forget to hit that bell icon. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.